Good morning. Welcome into the Morning Wager here on Pick Dawgz, YouTube, and PickDawgz.com. Mark Zinno with you on this Monday, November 3rd. Appreciate you guys joining me as you do every day. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, smash that thumbs up so you're alerted when all this content comes up. We're coming off a very even weekend. When it was all said and done, we ended up 4-4 in college between Friday and Saturday, and between Thursday night and Sunday, we ended up 3-3 in the NFL. So, again, not our best work, but certainly could have done much worse. So we'll take the 500 record and move on. But appreciate you guys, all those who tailed. Thanks for jumping on. And again, we always say we recalculate, sort of look at what we did wrong, and then come back and try to make some corrections for it as we head into this week. So do me a favor, continue to buy those 3-day packages, 7-day packages. Why? Because they're the best value on the board, guys. I mean, it's just the easiest way to do this. It makes smart. It makes a lot of sense, and you get the most value because you're going to get the most plays over the course of a week or a weekend, as opposed to cherry picking each individual day. You can get those over my premium page, PickDawgz.com. Also, don't forget to tune into Top Dogs, the college edition and the NFL edition. College edition comes out on Thursday. NFL edition comes out on Friday. And all that is right here on the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel. All right, let's get to the plays for tonight. We'll start in Monday Night Football. We're going to take the Cowboys. First half team total over 14.5. This is actually at plus money in a couple of books. Cowboys are the highest scoring team in the league in the first half this year, averaging almost 18 points a game. This is a good Arizona defense, but you're talking about a Cowboys offense that scores against everybody this year and continues to do so. I think when you look at the Cowboys and you sort of look at how certain of their games have unfolded, even last week against the Broncos, this is still a team that put up 10 points and had an opportunity to get more in that first half. So I think that when you go against one of those better defenses, you see what they can do. They should be fine here, particularly, again, the fact that they're at home where they've done a lot better. When you talk about the way they've scored 40 points against the Commanders, 40 points against the Cowboys at home, and 40 against the Giants. They put up 40 in every home game this year. I don't have any reason to believe that they can't get to, at least 17 in the first half here. So let's go Cowboys first half team total over 14.5. Next, let's go to the NBA. A couple of interesting games here in the NBA tonight. One of them being the Utah Jazz getting 9.5. Now pushing maybe even 10.5 to the Boston Celtics. This is an interesting Jazz team from a lot of different perspectives. They're young. They have a ton of, young talent here. And look, I know they're going to be missing some players here in this game, but this is also a Boston team that hasn't shown me a lot this year that they separate from anybody. There's still a lot of shooters here on this Jazz team, enough for me to make up for it here. I just think this number is getting too big when we talk about the 9.5, 10.5 for the Boston Celtics. Their wins this year have been okay. Again, it's a very weird team to figure out as they adjust to life without Jason Tatum. But I feel like this is too many points here for Boston at home. So we're going to grab the points with the Jazz here and try to catch the Celtics sleeping here in a game where they may just look at this one and look past it as a weaker opponent. And then also in the NBA, we're going to look to the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks team total over 119.5. Interesting matchup here for them as well. We talk about Milwaukee playing an Indiana team that is obviously on the struggle bus without Tyrese Halliburton, right? We get that. This is a Pacers team that's 1-5. Their one win did come at home, but they have been sort of annihilated, for the most part, when it comes to defense. They just don't have what they used to, and I think this is a spot here where Milwaukee, who does score at a high rate, they're shooting 52.5% from the field on the year. This is a chance for them coming off a loss to bounce back. Maybe a little bit of revenge for them from last year, as I think the Pacers knocked them out of the playoffs, if I recall correctly. But this is clearly a different Pacers team that's going to continue to struggle here. And while I don't want to bet against the Pacers at home as a home dog, catching more than 2 possessions, we're at 6.5, 7, wherever that number is, I do think Milwaukee can continue to score. Even in their bad games, they put up 133 in a loss to Sacramento at home. So they were able to score 122 on the road against Toronto, scored 113 against Cleveland on the road. So I think we have enough here this early in the season to look at Milwaukee and go, this is a spot where they could put up 120 points in this game against a very hobbled Pacers team. And then finally, in case you guys didn't realize, college basketball has started. It is underway. It starts today. Huge slate of opening day games for you guys to look at as college basketball is here. By the way, last year at my previous site, I was the #1 college basketball handicapper in 2025. So we're going to look to pick up right where we left off last year. And we're going to start with the Arizona Wildcats getting 4.5 from the defending national champion Florida Gators. Florida lost a lot. They're only returning 2 starters. They're only returning about 40% of the minutes that were played last year. And there's going to be a lot of expectations for Florida. Not sure that they can fulfill them. You talk about a magical run that they went on last year, but I don't know if they can do it again. What I do know is it's going to take some time for them to get adjusted to the transfers and the people that they have coming in, whereas this is an Arizona team that's returning 3 starters, that's more veteran experience. The guys who aren't starters, they're older in age, sophomores and juniors, where they're going to get a chance to play, but this is a group that's been together a little bit longer. This is going to be a huge game for Arizona at home to knock off the defending national champions here. We get a good number at 4.5, so we're going to take the Arizona Wildcats at home against Florida in their home opener to start the season, put a feather in their cap. They get a win over the defending champs, and we'll take the Arizona Wildcats plus the 4.5. So those are our 4 plays for tonight. We got Dallas team total over 14.5 in the first half, 2 NBA games. We'll take the Jazz getting 10.5, and we'll also look at the Bucks getting over 119.5 for their team total. And then in college hoops, we go to the Arizona Wildcats catching 4.5 at home. Do me a favor again, hit that subscribe button, smash that thumbs up on the like button, leave a comment below, and let me know what games you guys are on. Appreciate you joining me as always. Good luck tonight. Go cash some tickets. We'll see you tomorrow.